Hey guys, what is up? It's Fenikz here again with TGN.TV and we are YouTube. So guys, if you didn't watch the live stream on Monday, then you won't have seen that I actually dinged 85. So no more lobby battlegrounds, it's going to be 85 battlegrounds. I suppose it's good that it's going to be, you know, the max level and content that way, but it's also going to be a bit crap because, well, everyone else who just does battlegrounds for the fun of it are already you know, geared out and have that max resilience and stuff like that, and it's just going to be a bit harder for me to bring actual content to you guys because the playing fields aren't exactly even. But nevertheless, once I get more gear, then the content will improve. Now, this rogue, I'm pretty sure he's a bot because his interrupts are pretty like instant, and no one's that fast on interrupting, especially when you're just about to cast something like that, just straight kick straight away. Now for this guy undergeared who's getting kited, he's not at the pro level where people can interrupt that fast, so it does make me believe that he is a bot, which is pretty good for me because I was able to kill him, kiting him and kill him. Every time he kicks, he shouts something like "Florious land blah blah floff," some shit. I don't, you know, Alliance talk, Alliance scum. No, I'm just kidding because I play Alliance as well. But yeah, I'm not sure if I want to race change. I doubt it, but I mean, since the changes with the orc ratio that now it affects spell power, is pretty decent to keep. So at the minute we are free capped and we need to get some points back, so I'm heading over to the mine, but it already got taken back. So instead of going to the mine, I'm heading to the waterworks. Now there's two people at the waterworks and I didn't know that they were both healers, but then again, I still wouldn't have been able to cap it on my own versus two healers, because all I need is, well, to be honest, the last battleground I did before this was the Twin Peaks, and damn, there was five five disc priests, and it was a pre-made, and all five of them were on like top for killing blows, above all DPS. Why? Because overpowered healer who pretty much cannot die and can spam Mind Spike is pretty OP, I must admit. So I headed to Waterworks now because of, as you saw, there were a healer with me and it was a priest, so I'm like, priest OP, let's do this. And I got the berserking buff, and it's a pretty good job I actually got it because I don't think I would have done as much damage to these guys. So I'm trying to get my 5% hit so these guys don't, like, you know, miss my spells, and I think I need to work on my spell penetration. I think I need 195. I'm not sure if it's still viable for warlocks. I don't really know in that aspect. So we got a ninja cap on because these two were just really bad players, it seems, and I think that's maybe the only reason we actually won this battleground, because they had quite a few bots. I mean, they did have quite a lot of healers, and they all were kind of sucky, I must admit. So this priest is almost dead, but this guy is actually holy because he used this spirit thing where it stops him from dying, which is also good because disc priests are extremely hard to kill. Holy, not so much. But as you can see, this guy is just trying to heal. And he's using big heals. I mean, he should be using Flash of Lights. He's got enough mana and he's almost dead. So instead of using great heals, why are you using Flash? And this makes me believe that he's a bot as well, because they're just not playing smart. The Druid seems okay, but he's undergeared as well. And the Paladin tried to save the Holy Priest, but just too slow, son. Just too slow. Oh, I probably hate healers. They're just so OP. Actually, that guy's in PvE gear now that I get a closer look, which explains why he's sucky. So, a feral druid trying to ninja cap the flag, and here this is where the shit hits the fan. I mean, loads of people are incoming now, and my goal, my job is to stop people from capping that flag, because if people cap it, it's just going to be hard for us to win this. So I'm trying to dot up the healers. I'm using my soul swap as much as I can to take the dots and put it on other people. I'm trying not to cast hard cast Shadow Bolt, because it's like you've said in the comments, you shouldn't be really doing it, and the reason for that I've assumed is because it's just too long of a cast. So it really minimises my damage output, whereas Drain Life is a constant tick of damage, just like my dots. So it just makes sense to use that. So I always try to use it when it procs, like now. But I am glad I stayed Affliction. It is quite decent. Now I'm 85, I see that it is pretty decent, and yeah, I guess it's better than Destruction. Although I might be trying out Demonology at some point, because I haven't really tested it out. But I'm just going to stick with Affliction at the minute and see how far I get with that, especially when I'm doing arenas. At the minute, my spec's more catered for Battlegrounds, so I haven't got key stuff for arenas, but if I do arenas, I will be re-specking. So if you do check the armory, then that's why my spec is as it is. I'm not going to be doing any Warlock guides at the minute. I basically need to play the class and learn it myself before I start giving advice out on it. So they will be coming in the future, just not yet, maybe in a month or so. So that's some stuff you can look out for. Hunters, OP Hunters. I don't think this guy definitely is at Beast Mastery, because as you've been using, what's it called, Chimera Shot, which did like 33k damage to me. Pretty insane, I must admit. But once I get more resilience, things will look up, which I can't wait for actually. At the minute, I've got 2 pieces of tier 10, which is my shoulders and my gloves. I've reforged it to haste, and I've left my gloves as it is because I still need the hit, which is 5%, I believe it is. So I've got 4.4% at the minute, so I just need a bit more, which I might gem for, because I do believe people use the Lightning Summit gems, where it's basically 20 haste and 25 haste, 20 hit, or is it 20 intellect and 25 hit? It's somewhat along them lines. But yeah, they're the gems I'll be using, and 40 intellect for the red sockets. If them gems are incorrect, please say in the comments, and that way I can gem correctly. From the knowledge that I've done and the things that I've read, them gems are correct. They're like the most popular for Affliction Warlocks. So if not, then tell me why I shouldn't be using them and why I should be using the ones that you suggest, and that way you can basically help me help you in the future, I guess. So at the minute we have Waterworks, and we've just finished defending the mine. Now this druid is pretty much dead. Drain Life, suck your soul. And that rogue again, the bot rogue. So as you see that mage at the background, do you see him? Do you see him? Yeah. I thought this guy was quite smart, like trying to bait everyone away from the flag, so some stealthy could ninja cap it, but he wasn't. He was just running in there for the hell of it. Really bad. So I'm heading round here because I saw this druid, and this DK snapped him up with a death grip. Like nom 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 nom. And if you see here, I'm trying to time my silence when he gets to a certain percentage. That way he can't use his heals. And the reason I used it there is because I didn't want him to use his instant heal, Swift Mend. And then I def called him straight after, and I'm trying to keep him in a fear spam just so he isn't able to heal. And we basically were able to kill him quite fast. Even though he is, I don't think he's got any resilience, so it would have gone down pretty fast anyway. But still, fucking healers, god damn them. They're so hard to kill. So I put my portal in the water, and I have used my portal quite a lot, and it is really a lifesaver. Especially when you put it like somewhere high where they can't get to you, or behind a building, and you just teleport and they don't know where the fuck you've gone. It is really fun. I must admit, when they added the portals to Warlocks, it was really cool, and it's probably one of the reasons why I leveled my Warlock up to 80 when it first came out. And I think that's the only decent ability Warlocks have. Obviously, if you play a Warlock, all abilities are decent, but by decent I mean like it's one of the most fun abilities they have. And the changes that they've made to the Infernal and Doomguard, it's quite nice, but you can only use one at a time. So here I opted to use my Infernal because they were all grouped up, and it's just going to stop them from actually ninjaing the flag because of the constant AoE damage that it does, which is pretty sweet. Now my pet basically gets raped here. I'm still having a hard time controlling my pet. Perhaps it's because it's on the attack which target I attack. Maybe I should have it on passive and just tell it to attack the one I want. But then sometimes I probably forget to send my pet into attack, and then it'd be pretty much useless. The other thing I really hate is when you res at a battleground, at a graveyard even, in a battleground, and you just miss it and you've got to wait about 5 seconds before the 30-second queue actually pops up. So you're waiting about 35 seconds to get back into the game. It is quite annoying. I wish they would put that down to maybe 10 seconds and then maybe give you a debuff that slows your movement speed by 30% for maybe 10 seconds after you res, so it takes you longer to get back to where you're originally wanting to go, rather than just sitting there or standing there idly trying to fucking res. Really annoying. So this priest, what a noob. It basically tried to dot me up to interrupt my flag, but it doesn't actually work because only direct damage interrupts you from capping a flag. And so I silenced him just to make sure that he doesn't do a Shadow Word Death to interrupt me. And here I'm pretty much just trying to kill him. And now I've talked about how hard it is to kill healers, and it just proves it here. They're extremely hard to kill. Although if this guy were Disc, maybe I would have killed him, maybe not, because Discs do have a lot more better healing, I suppose, because of the penance is a really big heal. And here he used his freaking Guardian to basically make him survive. So the background's coming to an end now, guys, and I just want to thank everyone for their support again. Hopefully the content will improve the better gear I get. I hope it does. And I'll be doing some more videos on my personal channel, so make sure you check that out. I'm going to be doing some Orcs Must Die. And make sure you check out the TGN Social, which is the new forums. You'll see a lot of people on there, and it's not just for TGN, it's for the public as well, so make sure you check it out. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and thumbs up. Peace, guys.